Okay, good evening everybody, and now it's time for a VHS, DVD, and for the first time ever on my channel, Blu-ray update for January 10th, 2014. First update video of 2014 too, by the way. Have a total of 7 items in all, 2 VHS tapes, 3 DVDs, and 2 Blu-rays. Hey, so I bet you're all excited to see what's there. Now, the VHS tapes I got from Chris, DVDs. One of them I got as a Christmas present, and the 2 other DVDs I bought at different stores. And my mom bought the Blu-rays, by the way. Right, just so you know. But I'll show them anyway. First, let's go to the tapes. Now, this first tape, the artwork on this is not included, so I can't give a description. But if you know what this tape is, it's actually a VHS of Shrek, which, believe it or not, I've got this film on DVD, by the way, as well. Oh, so the art. Oh, this one's a 2001 VHS print. And the print date is August 8th, 2001, printed 4 days after Chris's birthday. Just so you know. So, that's kind of great. Glad I now have the film on VHS. Now, this is one of 2 Eddie Murphy films that's in this update. There's another that I'll be showing in just a little bit. But now we move on to the next tape, which is a Disney tape. This, too, remember, I got the DVD. This is a VHS of The Incredibles. Now, this one is not an actual. Okay, so they just put the artwork in there. It isn't an actual clamshell, though. You can see Edna, spine. And the back, 2 thumbs up as stated by Ebert and Roper. That's right, by the late Roger Ebert. Bonus feature, the short film Boundin'. And this was one of the few Pixar short films to actually have spoken dialogue. They didn't do this much. But anyway, and there's also the year's best movie and so far and by far, as stated by Joe Morgenstern of the Wall Street Journal. Alright, show you the tape. Blue top on that. There's the ink label for that. And the print date for this tape is January 20th, 2005, the same day former President George W. Bush began his 2nd term in office as president. Also printed 1 day before Stucco 23's birthday. So, Patrick, if you're watching, you'd be surprised about this tape. But anyways, there we go on that tape. And now to the DVDs, in which next is the other Eddie Murphy film. I got this DVD a couple days ago at Target here in Haverhill for $5. I used a gift card for it. And this DVD, this is Coming to America. This is a great classic from 1988. Has him along with Arsenio Hall and, of course, James Earl Jones as well. That's the one where Eddie plays an African prince and he is trying to find a woman so that he can avoid an arranged marriage with a woman that he doesn't like. Like there's a part where he also gets a job in the fictional fast food chain, just so you know, too. I haven't seen the film all the way, but I know some of the ideas. Here's the spine and the back, and it says A Royal Blast. Special features include principal photography, fit for Akeem, character building, composing America, and he has a vintage sit-down with Eddie and Arsenio, and theatrical trailer, and a photo gallery. So many great features, so it's worth it. That's why it's a collector's edition. Here's the Eco case and the standard gray Paramount disc. But it's still a great DVD nonetheless, so great. Now this DVD I got as a Christmas present, and this is the 2013 Boston Red Sox World Series Champion DVD. I'm happy to have this. This features all the footage from the season, and this World Series film is narrated This is narrated by Ben Affleck narrates this, which is a great choice because I know many Boston-based celebrities narrated the other two films. I have the other two World Series films too, because the 2004 film had Dennis Leary narrating that, and the 2007 one had Matt Damon narrating. So having Ben Affleck being a great choice to narrate this one is pretty good. Well, since Affleck and Damon were great friends, after considering that they won their Oscar for the screenplay for Good Will Hunting too. Just another one of NWB 1989's favorite films. But this DVD is great. There's the spine and the back. There's a lot of bonus features on this one here too that I'll relate. And for one of the scenes, they even include that April game, which the 20th game that was the day after the manhunt for Zokar, in which Big Papi gave the speech and said, "Boston, this is our city." Yeah, hey, no, he did say a bad word, but the DVD censors that word out so that because just so you know. But it was a great game, and this was what made the phrase Boston Strong make more sense to the Red Sox for the rest of the season. And yet, we still are Boston Strong too. Even months after the tragic bombings back in April of last year at the Marathon. And anyways, open this up, Eco Case, and there's some artwork of the team on there. Great job. They did a great job with this, So, there you go. Okay, next one's another good one. This I got at the Pheasant Lane Mall at Newbury Comics in Nashua, and this is Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. This was the second Scooby-Doo direct-to-video movie. Zombie Island was the first one. This was the second. I did see this one on Cartoon Network about many years ago. Probably around 2000 or so. And it's got great voice acting. I know Tim Curry is even in this one. He voices Ben Ravencroft, in which the gang travels to a fictional town in Massachusetts known as Oak Haven. But now I know Oak Haven doesn't exist, but there is an town with the word Oak in Massachusetts in Worcester County, the town of Oakham, which is about several miles northwest of Worcester. But it's not a bad film, and this also marked the very first appearance of the Hex Girls band. And they would also appear in Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated as well, being one of Velma's favorite bands, well, Daphne's as well. Since, there's an episode where Daphne then later sings with the band to be a rock star. But moving on, back to this. Here's the spine and the back. Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, and the rest of the gang unravel a bewitching case of ghostly deeds and spine-tingling suspense in this full-length animated Scooptacular movie. This film is not rated because it's direct-to-video. There's some making-of documentary, some movie trivia, a music video, and some character bios. So that is fun. Now, it was pretty good for most of it, but when it gets towards the end, when it gets towards more of the battles, it almost felt kind of a little bit scary for me. I almost felt like I was really watching an actual horror movie when I did see it. Even though this was not rated, some things are kind of scary. They may freak younger people out, so when you do see that scene, try to be careful. Careful, okay? And if you watch it with your parents, you'll be all right. All right, but if you're not, then be extra careful. Anyway, this is the disc. Yep, there's it. It's on a standard disc, and you can see the camera and me reflecting. I'll take this out. Okay, so yeah, there's no other artwork. There's no artwork on there. But hey, still a great disc, not bad. That's all for the DVDs. And now we have the two Blu-rays that Mom got. Now both of these movies I saw at the Saco Drive-In in Saco, Maine back when we were on vacation back in July of last year. Here, they were back to back, and I'm just going to show you in the order that they showed it. The first Blu-ray we've got is Despicable Me 2. Now we do have the first Despicable Me film on DVD, but I'm not going to show that. But I figured I'd show this. This one includes 3 mini-movies, and this is the Target Exclusive Edition DVD. It includes an interview with Pharrell Williams, who composed this, Yeah, it was a big year for Farrell, by the way. Not just with this film, but because he was a featured guest with both Robin Thicke on Blurred Lines and, of course, Get Lucky with Daft Punk. By the way. And it would be nice if the song Happy that's in this film ever gets nominated for an Oscar for Best Song, because that's a great one. And you can see Gru, Lucy, Margot, Edith, well, Margot, Agnes, and Edith, and, of course, a couple of the minions. That's all. There's the spine. And it says, hilarious, one of the funniest movies ever, as stated by Movie Guide. And there's a lot of features on there. You see all the minions. This is what Indians. They're the characters that the only characters in the films, in the movies that don't speak English. They speak random gibberish. Or I could call it banana language, or if you've seen the teaser trailer when they sing the parody of Barbara Ann, like going ba 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 na na na, like that. Also have parodies of All For One's hit I Swear near the end of the film, and of course YMCA as well. Now, I can't show the discs because, unfortunately, the Blu-ray is sealed. Sealed, and unfortunately only Mom can open this up because she's the one who bought it. On it, so I can't show the discs, unfortunately, but I'm sure it will be open soon. This also is a digital copy, too, so, by the way. So that's Despicable Me 2, and last but not least, we have Monsters University. And it says, hilarious and heartwarming is stated by Chris Nashawati of Entertainment Weekly. And yep, you can see the spine and the back. And so many bonus features, including the Blue Umbrella theatrical short film. And this DVD is opened. And I'll show you what's inside. Inside this one, though. See, we have the Disney Movie Rewards code. I haven't entered it yet, but I will soon. See, here's disc 1 of the Blu-ray, which has the feature film. You can see Mike and Sully and all the other students at the university, including the college, the fraternities of Uzma Kappa and Roar Omega Roar, and all that, as well as sororities, too. And here's disc 2, which features Mike and Sully and the rest of Uzma Kappa, plus one other monster from the university. That's disc 2. That has all the bonus features. And finally, we have the DVD, which just more likely just contains the film in standard DVD format. But yeah, it's good now that I have my now that I finally have a Disney film on Blu-ray. And you know what? I might be able to get more Disney films on Blu-ray now, because I'll tell you why we now have these Blu-rays, because ever since we got the HD TV set up back in September, you know what else recently happened? My parents recently just got a brand new Blu-ray player there, and it's hooked up to the TV. So now I will be able to watch the Blu-ray discs as well as DVDs. So this is going to be great. I'm happy that we now have one. So that's pretty much a way to go from there. Well, there you go. That's my very first update video for 2014. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks for watching and have a good night. So long, everybody.